Why should a pet owner get a Wrangler? Well, for starters, great ventilation. This week, we lab test the 2019 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon. And we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel. Let's check it out. Now don't be intimidated to start ripping out panels. I watched one video and I got it like that. If I could do it, trust me, you can do it. And I did it about 5 times in a row. I mean, I'm like a pro now. So customizable, it's a ton of fun. In fact, I think you could even make a runway collection out of this. Put some straps on, and you got a dress. If you don't want to pay for a gym membership, well, you can get a good upper body workout by taking off these doors. The doors came off super easy, and while I did manage to get it back on solo, it is definitely easier with a helping hand. Now, I'm not gonna ride around with the doors off because there's too much congestion out there, but I am riding around with some of those panels down, and I think your pup will love it. And speaking of pup, check out all the space Andie has in the rear. Oh, you're looking pretty cozy back here. Are you snoozing on the job? This is the unlimited model, which means it has 4 doors, so you can fit 5 people in here. And if I needed to use the second row seat, Andie could still fit back here. In addition to the size and the open, airy space, I love that this floor is flat and that you can remove it to clean it. And the carpet is plush. It's not like that crappy felt that you see in some other vehicles. However, with that said, I would definitely opt for the rubber mat with a fur kit in the back. Because I'm new at this, I'm not really sure in the long term if taking the sides on and off, if those tabs are gonna weaken. I imagine at some point you'd have to replace them, get new ones, because at the end of the day, it is like plastic. It's not gonna last forever. But the other thing I was thinking is, what about bugs? Is it gonna be easy for bugs to get in? I mean, I haven't really noticed it until right now. There's actually a spider. Oh, Farfenhugen. Andie, where did the spider go? You didn't eat it, did you? If you're taking this off-road on the trails, I think you'll be okay with a little spider here and there. And probably the coolest thing when those seats are down, you gotta check this out. Look at this cup holder. Boom, love it. The other thing that I love back here, there are vents in the center that you can rotate around to redirect the air exactly where you want it. This has a 60-40 split, and honestly shocked with how comfortable and spacious it is back here. Plenty of leg room, headspace is great, and you got a bunch of little nets and spots for some dog treats and some other goods. Got the rice cakes, and another great way to kind of get your stretch on before you take off those doors and get a workout. Stretch to that rear. Andie, get it, girl. That's a good girl. Honestly, the more time I spend in this, the more I love it. Okay, Andie, stop. Andie, I'm not even sweating today. You know what else is dog friendly? This vehicle is essentially water resistant. So you can go on a dirty, muddy trail, get your dog wet in the river, they could jump in, shake, get this thing filthy, and you don't have to worry about them ruining the electronics. Now, yes, it's a little bit of a chore to clean, but what other vehicle can you take all the sides off and spritz them down? And you're gonna need a vacuum too, because dog hair with a cloth exterior, it's like a magnet. Never thought I'd have to be vacuuming the exterior of a car. That's enough of this rear. Let's go jump. I mean, literally jump into the driver's seat. Ready? Hop! Might have to jump up to get in here, but at least once you're in here, it's comfortable. Gotta love the branded name in case you forgot you bought the Rubicon, and the matching stitching, plus the cold weather package so it's heated, and you have a heated steering wheel. And the vents, like I showed you in the back, I love that you can rotate them to get them perfect, exactly where you want them. And like I mentioned earlier, a lot of easy to wipe down surfaces, and look at these nice jumbo knobs. Very easy to use. First time in, I was like, how do I roll down the window? There's nothing on the door. Zoop. It's because it's right here in the center. I mean, it makes sense. If you take these front doors off, you can still lower the windows in the back. You got a bunch of auxiliary switches, media ports with an updated USB-C. Oh yeah, it's fancy in here. Infotainment, touchscreen, very familiar to the Maserati and the Alfa Romeo that we reviewed, so check that out for more info. The important thing, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And when you actually connect your phone for the first time, it pairs so fast, unlike some other BMW vehicles out there, which is great, very appreciated. Boop. Hi friends in Chicago area. That is so cute. I'd say the storage up front is conservative. It's nothing too big, but at least you can fit a semi-wide water bottle up front here. Now, before we take this sucker on the road, if you ever decide to take off the front doors, do not close it until the bolt for the interior hinge is completely screwed in. Because if you close it, what happens is the hinge goes right into the door, and then you're left with like yee big to get that to connect to the door. And yeah, well, let's just say I did it, but guess what? I also fixed it. And no, not by trying to yank it and ruin it. All you gotta do is line up the door, take the hinge, take the screw, get the screw as close to the hole as you can, and slowly turn it as you push the door closer and closer in. And as you turn it, it will slowly pull the hinge out. And before you know it, pop, it's fixed. You can screw the bolt nice and tight, and your door is saved. As excited as I am to show you this interior space, it's a lot more fun on the road, so let's go for a drive. Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Well, for starters, one thing I was totally not prepared for was the amount of waves and light flickers I get from other Jeep owners. I mean, you Jeep people, y'all are so friendly. We need to have more Jeep people on the road. Spread that kindness around. But in all seriousness, how comfortable is Andie? Andie, are you okay back there? Hi! She look good, she look good. The suspension in here is very cushy, so Andie is comfortable. Plus, take off some of those panels, open up this roof. Airflow is impressive. Well, this is kind of fun. Here we go. Let's push it. Does it get any better than this? This is pretty legit. Oh, hey Wrangler, yes, he waved. Hey Wrangler, yes! 2 Wranglers, yeah! 3, oh my goodness, I'm passing so many Jeeps. Everyone's waving at me. I don't know what's more exciting, driving around with this roof down or having other people wave. This bright orange box on wheels is well received. Now, it's definitely a little noisy at high speeds, and at low speeds, I feel like it's a little clunky. But I have to say, I have not gotten car sick, which is huge because my car sick meter is like all the way up here. So that's got to tell you something good about this thing. The engine in here is not only called the Hurricane, which I think is pretty fitting because you could probably survive a hurricane in here, but it's a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and it's new for this generation, and coincidentally it is shared with the Alfa Romeo Stelvio and Giulia base models. And when you get over 40, which I'm currently at right now, 50, you definitely feel a kick in that turbocharge. I like that kick. I like it a lot. Whoa! Let's go 0 to 60! Whoa! When you're riding this high, you feel so empowered. I mean, I feel like I'm the queen of the road. I can see so well. When I turn to the back, visibility is fantastic. I don't really feel like I have any blind spots in here. I might look like the type of woman that does her hair and makeup, but it doesn't mean I don't like to get down and dirty, okay? I think I wouldn't mind doing some mud ruts in this thing. So, you know, if an opportunity comes up and you want someone like me doing that, call me, let me know. Let me know. How you doing back there, Andy? Short adventures, off-road stuff, day-to-day errands, going to work, totally. But a long road trip, I'd probably use my other vehicle for that. And I think Andy would probably prefer that too. This particular model has the upgraded safety system, so you got your blind spot alert, your brake assist, collision warnings. It's also got a rear backup camera, which I'm gonna show you it right now. And look how nice and clear it is. I mean, look at those blue skies. What a beautiful day. I do want to point out one thing though. The gear shifter, it's kind of loosey-goosey. If I'm in drive and I go to fling it into reverse, a lot of times I put it in park by accident. I don't know why I'm having this issue. My husband said the same thing, so it's not just a girl thing, okay? And you know what else is clear? Nighttime visibility. This one has got the LED lighting package. So we meet again in this wonderful rear. Honestly, this could be a great daily driver. You'd never have to worry about bad weather, and this could pretty much crawl over anything. And if spec'd out correctly, it is a great option for a large dog. Now personally, I think I would get the hardtop version, only because of the back panel. With the soft top, you kind of have to remove the panel for it to be wide open for your dog to jump in. Whereas the hard top, the window would pop up, making it that much easier for loading. But then again, the soft top is nice to have because you can really move it on your own, whereas the other one, you need help. So you'll kind of have to figure out what works best for you. So we narrowed it down, and our top 5 favorite features are: 1, the easy to clean surfaces, great for an off-road adventure and your fur kid. 2, the spacious rear with the flat floor space. 3, the open and airy feel with these side panels removed. And the fact that I could actually do it by myself and reinstall it, thank you, Jeep, for not making this complicated. 4, the wheels. I mean, those things are so large and in charge. And I have to say, it is pretty fun sitting that high up. I mean, you feel like you rule the road. And 5, the LED lighting package. They look good, work great. I just feel like they complement the overall exterior very nicely. Big thanks to Jeep for letting us lab test this 2019 Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon. Andy, is it lab approved? Oh yeah, this is totally lab approved, no question at all. Now, if you're watching our videos, it would help us a ton if you subscribe to our channel, and definitely follow Andy on Instagram to see more photos of this Wrangler all week. And we will see you next time. Bye!